The Yakima Hold Up. It's a 2-tray rack. It's 49 pounds with the receiver hitch is I think about 35 pounds. So what's the math, review dude?
84 pounds.
This is 71 pounds here. It's basically like having this guy attached to your bumper everywhere you go. So you're ready to load the bike. The first thing you want to do is open up the front wheel trays. Then go ahead and take the wheel arm towards the front wheel. Pretty easy. Your back wheel tray, go ahead and tilt that back and undo the straps. This is solid as it can possibly be. Right? There's no wobble.
Barely moves.
There's no wobble in the hitch. Then we're gonna grab the bike, there you go, we're in. You might need to adjust the wheel a little bit so that the strap isn't pulling on the spokes. And then tuck it in the lock. Use your hand motion, do the back wheel first. I find that's easier. And then come around and do the front. Up and bring it down. And give it a good push.
You don't want that bike running away.
For Review Dude's bike, it's a little smaller. He's got a 24-inch wheel. We're gonna do opposite and opposed. Boom. You can ratchet these straps down a little bit. Bring this up. All right, so we get to the trail. We're so excited. We've got our bikes loaded. We're ready to ride. We don't want to be spending time on a rack, right? This is a pretty darn quick rack. What you don't want to do is probably leave these arms wide open in the parking lot. Close them up like that. It's got a little bottle opener right here on the bottom of this rack. Somebody who likes to drink a ton of beer, you can use this bottle opener here, crack it open, or a seltzer or something like that. But you will notice that I love my Mountain Bikin' Babe sticker that I found. I think this rack looks really cool. Not that normally I care about that, hence the slippers. But I would say, you know, it's a pretty good rack. It's a pretty good rack with some limitations. The question is, am I going to keep it or am I going to send it back? Review Dude, would you like to take a guess?
I think that you're going to keep it because you've had it for about a week.
And he is wrong. I'm sending it back.
What?
I'm sending it back. I'm sending it back, people. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. We'll close this up in a second, but first, we're gonna take you in depth in a few of the reasons why this rack is going back. Review Dude, come on in here. This is what I'm talking about with the buckle. Take this off. Number one, this thing is flimsy. That should not be like that after a week of use. Number two, when I buckle this thing in, right here, it gets stuck on this. That's annoying. You don't want to always be trying to mess with this while you're locking it up. The reason this buckle is flimsy is to put this under this hook. Check out what a poor design this is. You push this in to hook it up. What does it do? What does it constantly do? It hits the buckle. So that's going to happen in short order on the other one. The second thing is the pin. Pull it up. See that? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. I just feel like that could be easier for an old lady.
Certainly not old. She's only 40.
Okay, I'm 40. There, now you know. This arm, it's supposed to be about an inch away from the front fork. Couple problems with that. Number one, why on earth did Yakima put the red button here that loosens this thing on the inside? Why did you do that, Yakima? Come here, Review Dude. Get in on this. Why on earth? That is mighty close to that. I don't know. Chances are it's not going to hit. But what I say is poor designing. Another thing that's poor designing is this. It's a cable lock. Look at how annoying this is to get out of here. Like, who's got that much grip in their thumbs? I'm not a rock climber. How the heck? So you just kind of got to get used to it, fight it out. Pain. How hard is it to add extra cable? Because this cable comes out this far. It seems like a lot, right? Guess what? It's not a lot, and here's why. I can't get around my frame and lock it. Poor design, Yakima. I can get around my fork, so if you're running in and out for a short minute, it's a nice feature, but if you're gonna do a cable lock, make it longer so I can lock up my whole bike. So there's one of those for each bike. And the receiver hitch, once you get that thing in there, you're probably not gonna wanna take it off very often. It's a pain to install. This is a Stone Age useless POS wrench, number 1. Ow, oh. You can lock the rack, so someone can't just come and unscrew this hitch. This is what I'm talking about, the wrench. First of all, what's the point of this? It doesn't even fit. Second of all, how on earth, this is a very long bolt. It's got about this much threading to it. To get this thing and do this 800 times every time you tighten it up, it's just terrible designing. At the very least, Yakima, spring for an extra 10 bucks, would ya? And include at least a crescent wrench or something where I can just put it on and go from a distance instead of this nonsense. Come on, you can do better than that.
Yes, they can.
Okay. All right. I think we got it. Oh, I think I just pulled a muscle getting up.